fantastic sponsors we have selling coffee, birria, tacos, nachos, all sorts of things. And now we are set for our semi-main event. And ladies and gentlemen, this match has gotten a little personal between the D.R.E. and one of the staples of House of Lucha, wrestling's top G, Mike Cheq. And I wonder if this is the D.R.E. trying to get into the mind, under the skin, you will, of Mike Cheq. And I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, because these two men, it basically started off as a friendly competition, but the jabs have just seemed to get more and more personal, more and more pointed as the promos and as they started talking to each other. And maybe it's just a case of the brash young upstart trying to make a name for himself. In the wild, it would be the equivalent of the young lion coming for the leader of the Pride, coming for the old lion's position in the Pride. But we know, ladies and gentlemen, that Mike Cheq does not back down from challenges. Mike Cheq is not ready to relinquish his spot in that spotlight. D.R.E., you're trying to get it to the skin. Bring him out, bring him out. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the former House of Lucha heavyweight champion, wrestling's top G, Mike Cheq. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this could very well be the match that steals this show. Both these men athletic as the day is long, but each man has in their corner, in their repertoire, you would say, different strengths. Mike Cheq brings the experience factor. Mike Cheq has been in there with some of the best that wrestling has to offer, but the D.R.E. brings youthful exuberance. He brings that, there we go, there's a little check off right there from Mike Cheq. But like I was saying, the D.R.E. brings that youthful exuberance. He brings that never can say die attitude that these youngsters all seem to have. And the D.R.E. believes that he brings enough talent to take down Mike Cheq. And as good as D.R.E. is, and he is fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, if you've not seen this man in action, let me just tell you.
Is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my right, from Hollywood, California, weighing 200 pounds, he's the Hollywood Dream, D.R.E.
Now this is interesting because Mike Cheq is also from Hollywood, California.
And to my left, he's the star from Hollywood. He's wrestling's top G.
What'd I say?
Mike Cheq.
Mike Cheq, and like I said, the D.R.E. coming in the House of Lucha and really setting his sights, like I said, on the top dog, on the leader of the Pride, leader of the pack, so to speak, here at House of Lucha, and Mike Cheq. And I mean, what a way. There's the bell for this match, and this, like I said, this could be the match that steals the show. D.R.E. not backing down in any way, shape, or form, not showing any type of... we're getting a little woo-wee off in here. D.R.E. Oh. No. Now Mike Cheq's turn. Well, this is Mike Cheq's house, ladies and gentlemen. And Mike Cheq is showing you that this is indeed his house. Call double tie-up right there. Arm ringer. We've already had the bell despite the fact that the crowd is yelling. The bell was rung. I should know it was right here next to me. Mike Cheq now with the roll through. Look at the agility from Mike Cheq. Arm ringer into a side headlock. Beautiful transition right there from wrestling's top G. Look at that. Spins through, takes him over in the side headlock takeover, but Mike Cheq really, look at this. 1, 2. Beautiful pinning combination right there. Mike Cheq really digging into that bag of tricks. Showing the D.R.E. that I've been there. I've done that, D.R.E. There's not much you can bring that I haven't seen. Look at this. Leaping arm drag right there from the sky. Shoots him through. Look at the drop down from D.R.E. Leapfrog right over the top, but Mike Cheq puts the brakes on. Pushes him off into an arm drag of his own. And Mike Cheq, yeah, you're going to hear me drinking my coffee right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, it's 50 degrees out here, okay? But we're out here working. We're out here making sure that you there at SoCalWrestling.tv get the highest quality action, the highest quality commentary. We are bringing it all to you, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the crucifix right there for Mike Cheq. Pinning companies, look at Mike Cheq. 1, 2, really putting the kid through the ringer right now. And very rarely have we seen Mike Cheq be able to stand in that, to go in that ring and really showcase his wrestling acumen. And he does have quite the deep wrestling acumen, ladies and gentlemen. But a lot of times, these past months, he's been involved in just knockdown, drag-out fights with Top Z. And again, it bears repeating that Top Z is now in the rear-view mirror of one Mike Cheq. Top Z is no more. Mike Cheq knows that he was literally seconds away from having to join Top Z. Calling double tie-up right now, middle of the ring. D.R.E. now backing Mike Cheq into the corner. Oh, we didn't get a clean break. Shot to the midsection, short uppercut right there, and a knife-edge chop. Oh, but Mike Cheq, oh, overhead chop of his own. Oh, look at this, D.R.E. now, knife-edge chop. Trading shots in that corner are these two individuals. Irish whip reversal right there. D.R.E. up and over, waits on him. Beautiful Japanese monkey flip right there. Japanese arm drag right, ring toss right there. Hip toss. Look at that, the agility of one D.R.E. with that leaping head scissors able to take over Mike Cheq. And now waits on him. Inverted atomic drop. Shoots him through. Mike Cheq able to hold on at the last second. D.R.E. off the rope. Insecure, he catches Mike Cheq, knocks him off the ring apron. You know, I know one thing about the D.R.E. I've seen the D.R.E. quite a few times. He is not safe out there, is Mike Cheq. Here comes D.R.E. Up and over the top rope crossbow. Oh, wow. Almost got caught there by Mike Cheq, but D.R.E. able to wipe out wrestling's top G. And if I'm the D.R.E., I don't want to waste time right now with the former heavyweight champion right there. If I'm D.R.E., I want to stay on top of Mike Cheq. Now throws him head first into the side of that ring apron right there. One of the hardest parts of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. That's where the padding in that ring ends. And this chop across the chest in this 50-degree weather. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't even understand how much more that hurts than a normal chop. Mike Cheq now throwing him into those first row of chairs. Just take a wrestler home. Oh, Mike Cheq back first into that steel door. And the D.R.E. using even outside of the ring in order to get his point across. And I tell you this about the D.R.E. I mean, the D.R.E, he's started to kind of shift a little bit in recent months. We've seen a harder, darker side of the D.R.E, who's not afraid to bend and break the rules in order to pick up a victory. It might be because he wants to reestablish himself after his injury. He had a huge injury, kept him out of the public eye a lot, and he wants to really make a name for himself again. But I just don't agree with these tactics that the D.R.E is using now. D.R.E now kick to the midsection. Irish whip. Oh, hard go in the corner. Goes Mike Cheq. Followed up by the D.R.E. Clothesline. Oh, big splash. D.R.E. Oh, knee strike. Look at this continual offense from this youngster. And this is what Mike Cheq's going to have to contend with. Just this constant motion out of D.R.E. I don't know if Mike Cheq has even been in a match like that in a long time, where he's continually had to apply himself to a man who might be faster than he is. Now shots to the back right there. Another clubbing blow to the back. Nothing fancy about that. The D.R.E's offense being simplified. Now Mike Cheq trying to break out of it, but kick to the, almost to the arm right there, maybe the shoulder, trying to kick the shoulders. But Mike Cheq still going to that midsection, but a big right hand cuts that off. Mike Cheq just taking shots to that midsection. Blocked the right hand, takes him down into a crossface. Crossface right there, really got his cinched in the middle of the rope. Mike Cheq's in trouble. He's got a long body. He might be able to make it to that bottom rope, but right now he's in no man's land, ladies and gentlemen. He's got nowhere to go. Mike Cheq though, oh look at this, rolls through, able to escape. Rear chin lock right there. And I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, the D.R.E now fighting back to his vertical position. Back elbow, breaks that. Another back elbow. Hold on there, going right back for that crossface. Goes for that crossface, got it cinched in. Look, he's got to pull back on the neck if he wants to get a submission out of this. He's got to pull back on the hand and neck. Mike Cheq though fights. Look at Mike Cheq fighting and getting to the bottom rope and able to grab the bottom rope and break the submission. D.R.E a little bit frustrated, but gotta believe he's gonna have to do a lot more than that to put down wrestling's top G, especially for a submission.
I'm the new Hollywood baby.
D.R.E drawing with the cross, saying he's the new Hollywood hero. Like I said, very rarely do we have two individuals in a match, both hailing from the same place, but that's what we have tonight. We have the Star and we have Wrestling Top G, both from Hollywood. And now just trading right hands in the center of that ring. And I don't think this is what D.R.E wants to do with Mike Cheq. Mike Cheq, elbow, forearms right there, rocks the D.R.E. Kicks in the midsection, blocked by Mike. Oh! Short lariat takes him down. Crescent kick right there. And now Mike Cheq starting to cook a little bit. Drop kick into the corner. The D.R.E hits hard.
You know what it is. Get up. Ooh-wee.
Mike Cheq, a little ooh-wee for the crowd. The crowd answers back and leaping back elbow, using all of his body with that back elbow in the corner. Now ducks that clothesline. Mike Cheq might be going for that check off, but I don't know. Look at this. Oh, beautiful reverse DDT. You know, Mike Cheq is so good in that ring, ladies and gentlemen. Never any wasted motion. Always knows where he's at. Always knows how to pull off just exactly what he needs at that exact second. You saw a great example of it right there. Able to turn misfortune into fortune all in a matter of seconds. Now Mike Cheq finds himself in control of this match. And again, if I'm Mike Cheq, though, this goes back to the same thing I said earlier in the night. If I'm Mike Cheq, I want to end this match as, oh, leaping in the corner, nobody home. I want to end this match as fast as I can, because I would have to believe that the longer this match goes, the more it would favor the stamina. Oh, look at that. Went for something went for a fireman's carry, but instead Mike Cheq using his, able to turn it into a tornado DDT, beautifully done, by the way. But as I was saying, if I'm Mike Cheq, I want to end this match as soon as possible. I don't want to test the stamina and durability and endurance of the younger D.R.E. D.R.E. barely 22, 23 years old, I would imagine. Mike Cheq has been in this game quite a while. You don't want to test that. Mike Cheq now waiting on the D.R.E. Might be going for that check off right there. But the D.R.E. once again, student in the game, very well scouted. Oh, there's that boot wash right there, bringing the face into the boot. Mike Cheq now crawling to that corner. D.R.E. giving himself a little bit of space, a little bit of... And listen to the crowd. The crowd now starting to chant for the D.R.E. D.R.E. now waits for Mike Cheq to get up. Mike Cheq is making sure he's got all of his teeth still in his mouth. Up and over, D.R.E. holds on. Yeah, you gotta watch yourselves out there, crowd. Look at this. D.R.E. now spelling out D.R.E. with those heads into oh, beautifully done with that code breaker right there. Leaping off the middle rope, 2. No, 2 count only. Mike Cheq able to get his shoulder up at the very last second. And I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, right now this match is turning into a true match of attrition. D.R.E. is going to have to really dig down deep, really see if he has what it takes to put down a competitor like Mike Cheq. Mike Cheq has the same thing. He's got to dig down deep. Can he put this youngster away, this upstart brash youngster who is trying to make a name for himself? Angle slam right there, no block by Mike Cheq. Off the ropes, and to a spear off the head of steam. Cover, 1, 2. Oh, 2 count. Did you see the hook of the leg? Did you see how much momentum Mike Cheq had rocking back the entire body and weight of the D.R.E.? But the D.R.E. still able to kick out at 2, and Mike Cheq now off that huge spear. He's put away a lot of people with that spear before, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Cheq now going to the top rope, might be going for that top rope leg drop. We've seen him use that. No, nobody home, but Mike Cheq able to roll through. Oh, but rolls right into that super kick. D.R.E. now, angle slam, Olympic slam, cover. 1, 2, no, 2 count, and look at the look on the D.R.E.'s face. He cannot believe it. These two men are really putting it all on the line, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know which man, if any man right now, has the advantage. The D.R.E., though, acknowledging the crowd again, quickly becoming a fan favorite here is D.R.E. European uppercut, short European uppercut right there. And another one. Look at how he just cocks it in and just throws it up with such force. I mean, such small window of movement, but there's so much force behind it. And now sets up Mike Cheq on that top rope. Right hands, precarious position for both men. Now they're both jockeying for position up there. Mike Cheq throws off the D.R.E. off the top rope. D.R.E. prone in the middle of that ring. Mike Cheq with a big frog splash. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, 2 count only. How did the D.R.E. get his shoulder up? And look at the look on Mike Cheq's face. Mike Cheq cannot believe that he did not pick up a victory off that frog splash. He really was up in the heavens with that frog splash, ladies and gentlemen. But the D.R.E. able to kick out at 2 3/4, if even that. And Mike Cheq now once again goes to the top rope. I'm not sure what he's got in mind here, but he's checking for something. Oh, D.R.E. cuts him off. Whatever he had in mind, D.R.E. wanted no part of it. And another shot to the back. And a third right between the shoulder blades. And what is, does the D.R.E. have? What is this? Oh, turns him inside out, drops him face first, cover. 1, 2. Referee slightly out of position, but still Mike Cheq able to get the shoulder up. Now D.R.E.'s throwing a fit in the middle of the ring. Kicking his feet a little bit. I mean, this is dangerous territory for the D.R.E. This is what he cannot do. He cannot get frustrated. He cannot allow the frustration to boil over. He's got to keep a cool, calm, sane head if he's going to defeat Mike Cheq. Oh, we've seen this. Oh, Mike Cheq's seen that before too. Fireman's carry. Back elbows though. D.R.E.'s able to kick out, ring out of that. shoots him off, ducks the clothesline. D.R.E comes through. Oh! Almost went for a sky high, but instead of sitting out with it, he just kind of dropped him down on his back. But Mike Cheq's. What is Mike Cheq doing here? What is Mike Cheq with that choke right there, that rear naked choke? Those legs are grapevine. I don't think the D.R.E is going anywhere. He's trying to get to the ropes, but he's fading fast. Mike Cheq stopping, rolls him back to the middle of that ring. Mike Cheq, the D.R.E's he's gonna tap out. If he doesn't tap out, he's gonna pass out, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to get to that, and look at Mike Cheq once again, rolls him in that ring. The D.R.E, he's fading. He's starting to fade. You can see it in his eyes, ladies and gentlemen. He's starting to go out. Wait a minute. That arm is dropping. That arm is dropping. Mike Cheq still squeezing. That constrictor-like grip. He's out. He's out.
Winner by submission, Mike Cheq.
Well, I don't know if that was by submission or that was by pass out, but either way, it is a victory for Mike Cheq. The D.R.E came in here full of fire, full of flash, but at the end of the day, wrestling's top G continues to show why House of Lucha is his backyard, and he will defend it against any and all comers. Mike Cheq now offers his hand to the youngster, and here's a hug. Great show of sportsmanship between these two athletes right now. Raise the hand again. You love to see this, ladies and gentlemen. Two warriors had an absolute battle in that ring. And after everything that was said and done, these two men are able to embrace in the middle of that ring. Put all that aside. The D.R.E, ladies and gentlemen, has a bright future ahead of him. There is no doubt about that. But right now, especially here in House of Lucha, it is the time of wrestling's top G. My coffee's getting cold. I'm kind of sad. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more match to go tonight, and it is another match that I think is very personal. And that is the match between Zyra